All right, well, talking about top 10s and I don't know. I'm trying to make a good segue. We're going to talk about pretenders and contenders in the playoff race so far. So, obviously, we're going to name it right now. As it stands, playoff picture stands in the AFC. The Chiefs obviously are one. They're the only team in the AFC, I believe, that have clinched that spot. They're the only team that have clinched playoffs.
Yeah,
Chiefs stand at 1. Yeah, because look, it says 6 playoff berths are available in the AFC.
Oh, that's true.
So 6. Yeah. The Titans are sitting at 2. The Bengals at 3, both division leaders, and then it goes Bills, the Colts 5, and then the 2, and then the Patriots and Dolphins. So 3
AFC East
teams potentially making the playoffs, and then that would actually be the same in the NFC West. And then the Chargers are on the bubble, Raiders, Ravens, Steelers, and Browns. Again, we're not going to go into the playoff race. We've talked about that. We talked about that. We talked about that the past 2 podcasts. And then obviously going to the NFC, we have the Packers at 1. And these are all teams that have clinched. The top 5, have all clinched. Packers, Cowboys, Rams, Bucks, Cardinals are the 5, and then in the hunt teams, you have the 49ers, Eagles that are currently in the wild. 49ers and Eagles currently have the 6 and 7. Eagles in the wild card, and then on the bubble are the Vikings, Falcons, Saints, and Washington. I'm gonna say this. I think we can eliminate Washington. I don't think they'll make it.
I don't think they're making it. I don't think the Saints are going to be able to make it either.
Yeah, I don't think the Saints, and I don't think the Falcons. I know you do.
I don't think the Falcons are going to make it on further notice because there's only 2 weeks left in the season, and I think they're going to lose this week. So,
but really let's talk about all right. So say this is how the playoffs are.
Yep.
Again, let's talk about pretenders, contenders based currently on the playoff picture. We're going to AFC West first. Who are the pretenders and contenders? Do you want to do the entire playoff picture, or do you want to do by division?
I'll do the entire playoff picture.
Okay, so right now, contenders, we know. Chiefs
are contenders.
Packers. I think those are the only, and Bucks. Right?
I think Chiefs, Packers, Bucks. I think those are the only contenders. Like, genuine contenders.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that the only 1 seeds, right? Are the only I think right? I think those are the 2 locks, right?
Yeah.
Let's go pretenders. I think the Titans are. I think the Titans could potentially miss out.
I don't think the Titans are going to make it, actually.
Yeah.
I really don't. No, they're 10-5. I think they make it.
No, but look, I mean 9-6, 9-6, 9-6, 9-6, 8-7.
But they'd have to lose both of their games in order they win a game they're in, and I think they're going to beat Jacksonville. So.
Yeah, right. Okay, so fair enough. Okay, so let's assume that, but I think they're a first-round exit.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I think, all of these teams can beat them. All Dolphins, Patriots, Bills. Okay, so pretenders. I think the Cardinals are pretenders.
I think so, yeah. I agree.
Because again, I don't see the impact that Hopkins will even have when he gets back.
I don't think DeAndre Hopkins changes a thing.
Yeah,
I really don't. I think the bigger loss is Rodney Hudson in the middle of the
right, and I saw that again in the Colts game. I'm not sure. I didn't actually know that happened. All right, so let's again, if we look that way, playoff games on. We're definitely very excited to see that. But okay, Cowboys play Cardinals. That's gonna be a big game. I think if Cowboys win, Cardinals pretenders. I think
the Cardinals are pretenders regardless. Even if they go and fool everyone with the Cowboys thrashing, I don't think it matters.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. More pretenders. I think the Bengals, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one.
I don't think the Bengals are pretenders, but I don't think
exactly
they're contenders.
We think we have the exact same mind. When we're not arguing, we have the exact. Yeah. That's the exact. I don't think. It's not that I don't think they're pretenders.
I don't think they're able to beat
But
the Chiefs.
I don't think they're, good enough. You know what I mean? Like, the Cardinals at full health are good enough.
They're not pretending to do anything. They're not really,
this team is
anyone.
A fantastic team.
We're seeing something before our eyes that we haven't seen in a while, and that's a team that we didn't really expect to be anywhere near this playoff race and are absolutely thrashing everything.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't think they're pretending to be anything. I don't think they're bad by any means, but I don't think they're capable of beating some of the best teams. So I wouldn't say pretenders, but I also wouldn't call them a contender.
100%. Bills, I think, are pretenders.
I think they're pretenders. I
agree with pretenders. Colts, I think, are contenders. I think every single team in the AFC is dreading playing the Colts in the playoffs.
I agree with you. I'll say they're contenders as well, but they're very, very one-dimensional.
I mean, that Bills-Colts game, if I'm the Bill, I'm favoring the Colts in that game.
Yeah, I would agree, actually. Yeah. I would pick the Colts to win.
Patriots. I don't know.
Contenders.
You think so? No, I don't.
Contenders.
You think so? I would not put the Patriots. And that's so funny because I feel like we had different mindsets a couple weeks ago. I think the Patriots are pretenders.
I think they're contenders because, and this might all change, but they end up getting a home game. They're unstoppable.
Yeah, but okay. Dolphins, pretenders. Here's the thing with the Dolphins, and we're not going to get into this argument.
No, we're not. I'm just going to say I don't think they're pretenders, but I don't think they're
Yeah,
contenders.
I think it's the same with the
thing
Bengals.
as the Bengals.
I think the Dolphins are. I don't know if the Dolphins are. Obviously, you're happy to make the playoffs, but I don't think the Dolphins are like, yippee, we made the playoffs, so like let's go do something. I think it's a first round exit.
Well, obviously, if you make the playoffs,
but if they play the Titans at 2.
Yeah.
That's a great point, actually.
But if the Dolphins make the playoffs, they're not playing the Titans at 2 because they have to win every game.
Yeah, right. And they're playing the Titans next. Excuse me, right.
Which is a very interesting game.
Yeah, which actually now looking at that prediction-wise, I'm wondering if the Dolphins maybe pull off a win there. And then the Dolphins assume I
picked Tennessee thinking Henry's coming back.
Yeah.
But I might have to.
Yeah.
I might have to change my opinion, but I can't because the video's already out.
Yeah, but you know what I'm going to say? Okay, so I know we did current playoff picture. I think since the AFC is so open,
everyone that's not in the playoffs
we're going to go 3 more
pretenders.
down. Chargers,
pretenders.
Raiders, pretenders.
Raiders aren't contenders or pretenders. They're not. No one thinks they're good.
Ravens, Lamar back. I can't say they're pretenders,
but
the thing is, they're not gonna contend.
They're not gonna make the playoffs.
There's such a mid ground. I think we're finding with a lot of these teams where pretending to me is like I feel like I'm violating the team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like pretending, but I don't think the Ravens are. I think the Ravens have had their fair share of struggles and will have that in the playoffs, and they'll play the Rams next. So I don't even know if the Ravens will make the playoffs. I actually don't think they will.
I don't think they will. No.
Yeah, and shout out to us. First podcast we did, we talked about that. We said we don't think the Rams are going to make the playoffs. That was 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, you were in there.
I definitely wouldn't have said that.
I know. Okay, so we'll go over to the NFC. We talked more. Okay, so Cowboys, Packers, contenders. I think Packers and Chiefs, I would say, are my Super Bowl matchup, and I know that's very.
It's the one versus the one, but honestly, I don't know what else to say.
I know, and I think it's either the Bucks. I mean, So Cowboys to me are pretenders.
I think they're contenders.
I like the It's so funny how that pendulum just flipped. I mean, they had a terrible defense, and now obviously Micah Parsons. I mean, what a player he's been.
Yeah.
Rams to me are contenders. I think I have to have the Rams.
I think they're pretenders.
You think so?
I don't think that they're as good as the other teams in the NFC, and I don't think that the big blockbuster signings, OBJ and Von Miller, made that big of a difference.
I put out a video just of Von Miller. I said that he will not have an impact.
He had no impact right now.
Yeah, he had no impact.
I mean, it might change.
Yeah. Bucks to me are contenders.
Yeah,
Tom Brady, and I hate this. I'm starting to see a lot more stuff of people saying Tom Brady's overrated. And you know what I'm gonna say? You know what I'm gonna say about that? I am very, very high on the distinctive of overrated does not mean bad.
Yes.
But again, we're not going to get into that. I could talk about that for hours on how delusional people have to be to say, and I don't like using that word. Excuse me.
I do like using that word. If you think Tom Brady's bad, you're delusional. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah, never mind. Cardinals, we already talked about pretenders. 49ers, I think they're the same as the Bengals for me. I think they have a bright future. I think Trey Lance is starting this week against the Texans.
He is.
But to me, they just don't have that kind of they don't have the ability to get over that hump. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think that their secondary is strong enough to put up with some of the absolutely monstrous air attacks in this conference.
Yeah. And then Eagles, I think the Eagles could be a sneaky if they go up and play the Cowboys. I think this Eagles team can definitely put up a fight, and who knows?
They have to play the Cowboys to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't think they're beating them back to back.
Yeah. I mean, do you think the Rams can jump up to that too?
They have to play against. I think they can. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then we have, obviously, on the bubble, I think the Vikings are pretenders. I don't see them beating the Packers
Sean
next
Mannion
week.
Starting next week.
Yeah, and not Kellen Mond. If you guys know me, I loved Kellen Mond. I'm so mad about that. Falcons, I think, I don't know. Falcons, yeah,
they
again.
have to beat the Bills in order to make it, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah. And then I think Saints, Washington, I would cross that. All right, yeah. So I think that ends, yeah. So I think pretenders, contenders, let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. But I think Packers, Chiefs to me.